Hey, good morning there. Welcome to another edition of Coffee, Crafts, and Chat with Lisa from Stuff and Such by Lisa. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about this morning. I've missed yesterday because I was at my friend's house, Debbie, doing some sewing, which was the first time we got to meet up in a long time, so I was pretty excited about that. And she gave me a birthday gift, a late birthday gift, because we weren't able to get together during my birthday because a lot was going on. My mother-in-law had just passed away and a lot of things were going on. I was getting ready for a trip, so her and I didn't get to connect during that time. So she got me a couple of things for my birthday. She always spoils me rotten. So one of the first things she got me was this awesome coffee cup. Look at that. It says Fabulous Friend. So I'm having my coffee this morning in my new coffee cup, and this one's really cool. I can't tip it too far to show you because of the coffee, but it reminds me of those old school... Hi, Susie! There's my cousin. You missed my last live where I talked about Grandma DeBoer's paintings. I don't know if you got to see the replay of that, but if you didn't, scroll down and check it out because I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, hi, Darlene. Good morning. So anyway, I got this awesome coffee cup from Debbie, and I don't know if you can tell, but if you look at the inside of it, it reminds me of those old school cups like that my grandmother had. Like, I don't know if they were, I think they were not made of ceramic though. Back then they were made of like a tin or a metal, you know, but that's so what it looks like. It's that style, but it's actually made of ceramic. So, oh, you didn't see that, Susie? Yeah, when you get a chance, maybe after you watch this morning, go back and scroll down. And I think I did it on, I think it was Friday. Thursday or Friday. I can't remember for sure, but it was last week. And so I talked about Grandma DeBoer's paintings and stuff, so you might enjoy that. Actually, Darlene, you might enjoy it too, since you're a painter. My grandmother did a lot of painting, especially watercolor paintings and stuff, so I talked about her last week. But anyway, so yeah, so I got this from Debbie, and then I got this awesome card with the cute stickers on it. Look at this, isn't that a beautiful card? I just love it. And then I got this, a Joann's gift card. She always gets me a Joann's gift card, which gets me real excited. I can't get it open. Oh, there we go. Joann's gift card in that cute little tin. Isn't that adorable? And then she got me this, which, oh, I'm in love with this. This is so beautiful. Look at this. It's Amish made pincushion. Amish handcrafted in New Hampshire in the true shaker tradition, and it's actually signed by the person that made it. It's Early Americana Workshop Studio, and if you look at the bottom, it's really cool. It's actually hand signed by the person who made it. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, I'm just in love with that. It is just so beautiful. Too pretty to use even. I'm afraid to use it because it's so pretty. I'll probably put it on, excuse me, on a shelf in my sewing room, but it's a pincushion handmade by the Amish, so. And I think it says, let's see, it's got a little, I know, isn't that cool? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, I'm in love with it. Look at the wood around it. Handcrafted, and it says, well, it has the care instructions. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It just says, handcrafted in New Hampshire in the true shaker tradition. Enjoy, Master Craftsman. And his name is John T. Ryan III. That's just so pretty. Anyway, so I got that too. So that was the first thing I wanted to show you. My little goodies from my friend Debbie. She always spoils me rotten. She gives me way more stuff than I need. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, and this adorable cup was from Hallmark. Isn't it cute? I'm in love with it. So now I've got another cup to drink my coffee with in the morning. And I've got this cup too that Debbie got me. I think I showed you guys before. But this one I usually put a lot of sewing knickknacks in. So just because I like that it's got the sewing themed stuff around it. So I've been using it to put knickknacks and stuff in. So can you believe you're gonna be 49? Oh my gosh. You know, Susie, I can't believe you're gonna be 49. You're just a baby to me. You're my cousin, my baby cousin. I won't tell you how old I just turned. Or maybe I will. Why hide it? You get to be our age, who cares? I'm 58. I turned 58 in March, so I'm pushing 60, Susie. So see, you're still a baby. Hi, Catherine. Yes, another coffee mug. Isn't that cool? I'm really into these cool coffee mugs, especially the ones that are, you know, kind of unique, like the one that I got from my other friend, Linda. I guess it's not unique exactly, but, you know, just different. You know, I love flowers, and hers was the, what's she called, that lady? The Pioneer Woman. Yeah, that one was a Pioneer Woman. And, of course, this one I love because it's got sewing stuff on it. And this one I just love because it reminds me of my grandma's old cups that she used to have. And, of course, it comes from my friend Debbie. Yeah, so, okay, so now that I've showed you that, I'll show you what I've been working on for the last few days. I've actually been doing some work instead of just buying stuff. I've been actually using some of my stuff. Yesterday me and Debbie sewed, and she worked on a really adorable quilt, and I should have just done a live from her house yesterday, but you know, we were chatting and having a good time and catching up, so I didn't think about it. But she's making this really adorable cat quilt. I'll have to have her send me some pictures of it so I can show you guys what it looks like. I think she got it from Missouri Star. Is it Missouri Star or Missouri Quilting Company? I can't remember the exact name, but she's making this really cute cat quilt that's, I think the pattern's from their site. And she was working on that yesterday, and then I was working on those American Girl sleeping bags that I'm making for my granddaughter. So I'll show you. That's this here, this pattern. That's what I'm working on. I finally got started on it. And I got Brooklyn's almost, well, not almost done, really. I still got to put the zipper in, but this is how far I got yesterday. It's two-sided. And so, and you know, I put batting in the center. I used this. Normally I wouldn't use this really good batting for a doll thing, but I couldn't find my regular batting. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's somewhere in this messy craft room, I'm sure. Have a great day. Got to run. Okay, Catherine. Thanks so much for joining me, though. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. So, normally I wouldn't use that because it's a little more expensive, but, you know, I actually got this at a yard sale. Not this weekend, a while back, but, and I don't remember what I paid for it, but I paid very little for it. And there were scraps in here that were just perfect size for this quilt. I mean, for this sleeping bag that I wouldn't be able to use on a quilt. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and use it. But I do have the cheaper batting that I normally would use for doll stuff. And I just couldn't find it. It's either in here somewhere put away, or it's in a storage bin out in my cargo trailer. So I didn't want to have to spend hours searching for it, so I just used that. But anyway, I actually kind of like it better because it makes the sleeping bag a little bit more manageable, you know, especially when you get ready to quilt it, because I'm going to quilt it. Well, you just, the pattern just tells you to go down with lines. You don't really have to get fancy with the quilting, but you can if you want, you know. So I haven't done that part yet, but anyway, I got this part done, and now I just have to put the zipper in, which to me is one of the hardest parts. It's not really hard, but if you don't do zippers all the time, you know. So I'm going to do that today, hopefully. got my big long zipper, see? And so I got to put that in and then put the ties on it. And it rolls up like this. I don't know if I've told you before, if you can see the ties in it right there. But then when you're done, it rolls up like this. See that? So I've still got to do that part too. And then I'm going to make, that one's for my granddaughter Brooklyn. And then I'm going to make this one. Oh, and then I have a matching pillow for it too. I haven't sewn it yet, but this, I've got it cut out. So there'll be a pillow, matching pillow, which they show in here too, I believe. See here? This one's got trim around it. I haven't decided if I'm going to put the lace trim or not. But anyway, that's... So I was working on that one. And then we actually went to Joann's and she took me to lunch for my birthday too. So that's why I didn't get a whole lot done yesterday. We went to lunch and then we stopped by Joann's to pick up some stuff. And I'm going to show you what I got at Joann's in just a second. You've never sewn a zipper in anything? Yeah, I've done it before, but it can be tough depending on what you're trying to sew it in. I mean, it doesn't have to be. I guess some people say they're not as hard as people think, but I just don't like to do zippers. I just never have. You know, I'm not, just like I don't really like to sew buttons on either. I don't know why. You know, buttons or snaps or whatever. But zipper, of course they have, you know, special feet for your machine now that make zippers pretty easy, but it just depends where you're putting the zipper. You know, it can be difficult. But like in this one, you have to go around a corner. If I recall right, now I haven't sewn one of these in a long time. Like I told you, the last time I sewed one was when my daughter was little. So that was what? I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. Long time ago. So, but you had to go around. I remember something about the corner with the zipper. Something about the rounded corner or something. I don't know. There was a little bit of a problem with it. And I don't remember now what it was, but I just remember it was kind of difficult. So I'm hoping I don't have that problem this time. Very cute. Oh, thank you, Susie. Yeah, Brooklyn actually picked out the fabrics for this. This is what she wanted, their little light bulbs, and this is what she picked. You know, and I told her she could pick two, so she picked this for the back side. And then the one for Claire is going to be made out of this. And Claire didn't pick a second material, so I was just going to match this material. I don't know if you can see this, but hers is going to be made out of this. And then I got some matching material or fabric when we went to Joann's, which I'm getting ready to show you in just a second. So I'm going to start working. Hopefully I'll finish Brooklyn's today, and I'll be able to finish or get started on Claire's. I've got the girls today after school, so I probably won't get a whole lot of sewing done this afternoon, but maybe today, after I'm done here, I might be able to finish Brooklyn's, I hope. So, okay, so that's the first thing I'm working on. And then the other thing that I worked on that I was telling you guys about, I think on my last live, was this Cricut stuff. I made some little die cuts for my new baby grandson's scrapbook. I didn't get a whole lot done really there because I was having a little problems getting my Cricut updated, and that's not a dig on Cricut because I know it's my computer. My laptop's really, really old. So it's not Cricut's fault. It was my laptop. My laptop's really not compatible with the newer version of Design Space. I mean, it is, but it's because my software on my old laptop is so outdated, it's making it runs okay, but there's some, you know, some glitches. So I kind of had some trouble, so I didn't get to make as much stuff as I wanted, but I did get some stuff done. I made this, oh, excuse me, my nose is itching so bad. I don't like to itch my nose on air. Hang on. It's just, I got allergies really bad. With the rain, it actually rained yesterday. We got stuff blooming all over the place here, and my nose itches all the time, and my eyes itch, and it's terrible. Anyway, it's getting actually better. It's not as bad as it's been in the past, but anyway. So yeah, so I made this little die cut with this little boy, this little baby, and then this here, I haven't actually glued this together yet, but It says Sweet Baby Boy. And this is like the shadow. You know, this will be the shadow on the font here. I don't know if it'll look exactly like this, but something like this, you know, once it's on the scrapbooking page. And you know, these are layered die cuts, basically, where you cut, you know, the different layers and then you glue them together. If you've never used a Cricut before. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. But so that's, you know, that's all I got done were these two things. And I actually will, I don't off the top of my head remember which cartridges these were from. But I will find out, and I will put it down in the comments for those of you who might want to use this font or this one, you know. And it was one of the cartridges I own, evidently, because, and even though I didn't actually use the cartridge, for those of you who don't know, with the Cricut, if you have the Cricut Explore, you don't actually have to have the physical cartridge. You can get it digitally, and if you already owned the cartridge when you bought the Explorer, you can upload your cartridges digitally, or connect them. I guess you wouldn't say uploaded anymore. You can link them. They call it linking. You can link them to your Explorer so that you don't have to physically use the cartridges anymore. You just go into the software and search for what you want. And if you have purchased it, it'll show it as purchased. So that you don't have to buy it again. But if you haven't purchased it, you can still create it. But if you want to cut it, then you'll have to purchase it digitally, which you can right there. You can with your Cricut account. So, but these I already owned the cartridge that these had come from. So I will find out what that is. Go back into my design space and find out, and I will put that down below in case any of you are interested, because that font's really cute. So I will put that down below for those who might be interested. So I worked on that too. Worked on that this weekend a little bit. And me and my husband also, this weekend, we went to some yard sales. They have this really big community yard sale here in town. It's not right in Sacramento, but it's in like the Folsom and Fair Oaks area, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's more in the Folsom area, but it's called Broadstone, and they do it every year. And it's this really big yard sale where all the different neighborhoods participate, so that you don't have to, you know, get in your car and go all, you know, oops, sorry, I knocked that thing, you know, go 400 different ways and trying to find yard sales. It's kind of cool because they give you a map and everything, and all the houses in that neighborhood, and it's a pretty big neighborhood. There was, I don't know, over 200 houses. It was a lot of people that participate in it, and they do it like once or twice a year, I think, and they call it the Broadstone yard sale or something like that. So it's pretty cool. You can go and park your car and do, you know, walk a lot of it, because there, you know, might be, you know, 5 to 10 people on a block that are participating in the yard sale. So it's one of our favorite ones to go to, because we don't have to waste a lot of gas and, you know, print out a lot of ads for yard sales, or write down you know, we can just go to that one area and we know there's going to be a ton of yard sales. So we went there. We didn't stay as long as we wanted to or usually would, but we did go to quite a few, and I got some goodies that I want to show you. So let's see. We'll start with the big box of stuff that I got at this one yard sale. This lady had a lot of craft stuff. So I got this box right here of stuff, and I just started collecting stuff, throwing it in the box. That's one of my favorite things to do, is try to bundle stuff. You know, I bundle it up and then ask how much will they take for the bundle, instead of trying to pay the exact price if they have it marked. A lot of times they don't have anything marked, so that works better if they don't have anything marked. You just you know, throw stuff in there instead of asking everything you pick up, how much is this, how much is this. You know, I just throw it in a box or throw it all together and come up and say, okay, I got all this, how much will you, you know, what's the deal on all of this, you know. And a lot of times people will do that. The more you buy, the cheaper you get it. So I got this box here for, I believe it was $5 for the whole box, which was pretty good because they wanted $5 just for this, for the burlap, which has not been used. It says Crafty Cuts. It's 2 yards of burlap. And they wanted $5 just for this, but I threw all this stuff in there and said, hey, how much for all of this? And I got it for, I think I got it for $5. Was it 5 or 7? I know it wasn't more than 7. And I think it was just 5, but anyway. So I got the burlap. Let's see, let me move this out of the way. I don't want to spill my coffee. And then I got, I'll go through these really quick, but I don't know if you can see all the goodies that are in here. I got quite a few goodies in here. So, like, this is still in the box, or still in its package. They originally only wanted $1 for that, but I got it thrown in with all of this stuff. And this is a Fiskars Twist and Flip Corner Punch. And then I got this, which I'm not really sure what this is. It's a Fiskar. It says it's a Fiskars Ultra Shape Express. Cuts shapes quickly and easily. To me, it looks like it just cuts round shapes. So I don't know when it says it cuts shapes. Not sure how it works. And it looks like this has been opened. So, you know, but I'm assuming it still works. So, and again, they want, you know, they had all this stuff individually marked, but I got it for way cheaper than what it was marked, because I got this whole box for like $5 or $7, I think. And then I got this bias tape, this whole bag of bias tape and binding. They originally wanted $1 for that, but I just got it as part of the group. You know, all kinds of different binding in here. Some blanket binding, which is nice if you're doing those fleece blankets, those, you know, and then some binding there. Oh, I keep hitting that thing, sorry. Sorry about that. Every time I hit my sewing machine, it knocks the whole, or my embroidery machine, excuse me. Some more binding. Some more blanket binding. And you know, this stuff is kind of expensive nowadays, so some more blanket binding. Some blue binding. Or not binding, what do you call that? Well, this says quilt binding, actually, but bias tape or binding, whatever you want to call it. So I got that, all of those. And then I got this little pattern was in there. It was normally $6.49. They had it marked 25 cents. But of course I got it with the bundle, so I got it even cheaper than that. And I got some, this was actually, this isn't really a craft item, I guess, but I just liked what it said. These are like little hanging balls, like Christmas ball things, but you could hang them, I guess you could hang them on a tree, but you could also hang them on your door or on the wall. One says, "Joy to the world and believe in the season." And then also this was in there. I don't even know what these are, I'll be honest with you. I didn't open them up. What is it? Yeah, it says L and N. I really don't know what these are. I didn't open them. Let me open it and see what it is. I don't even know what it is. Oh, it's a letter. Okay. So it's a letter, a gold letter. It says ornament on here, I think. O-R-N, gold ornament. Okay, so looks to me like maybe they were trying to spell Noel, but there's 2 N's and 2 L's, so I don't know. I don't think the rest of it's in here. So, I don't know, but I guess you could use them as ornaments or whatever you want. So there was that. Sorry, you guys still there? My phone rang. You make your own binding. Yes, I do too for quilts. Yeah, I didn't even know you could buy binding for quilts. It's weird that that thing said quilt binding, but I guess you could, you know, You could buy it, I guess. But yeah, I always make my own. So anyway, so I don't know. Oh, this one might be a different color. Let me see. Oh, it is. Yeah, this one's a different color. This one's like a red. And the other... Oh, so there was a red N and a red L, and then there was a gold N and a gold L. So, not sure what I'll do with those, but they're kind of crafty. I could figure something out what to do with those. And then I got some ribbon. This is just looks like regular ribbon that you would use like, you know, more like paper or foil type that would use for wrapping presents. And then some of it is, there's some ribbon in here that's more like sewing ribbon too. Let's see, like here's some velvet ribbon, Christmas classics, and then we got this gold ribbon, which could be used in sewing or crafts. And some more gold ribbon. We got some orange grosgrain ribbon. Grosgrain. I think when I was a kid we called it grosgrain. We used to wear this type of ribbon in our hair. I was in drill team and we put our hair up in real high ponytails, and we used grosgrain ribbon. Like this is grosgrain, also some black. And these are brand new. These have never even been used. So they've got like, I don't know how much is on here, but anyway, 18 feet. So, and those have never even been opened, so that's cool. Oh, that was my bug man calling. I see. Hang on. Sorry. My spray guy. He probably wants to come spray today. I'll have to call him back later. Some more grosgrain. Another black grosgrain. This is like a kind of a silky tulle type. Not tulle. What do you call this kind of? Anyway, it's the kind that's got wire in it so you can shape it, which is pretty cool. Like if you're making Christmas stuff. And it's kind of like, not satin. I can't think what that word is, but it's that real sheer looking stuff. This is craft floral home decor. Oh, organza, that's what it is. Yeah, it's called Rose Organza Burgundy. Yeah, I knew I should know what that is because I sew a lot of doll clothes with organza. You've used store-bought bond. Did you? How did that work out? You probably prefer making your own though, huh? Plus you can match it better when you make your own. But I actually kind of like making binding for a quilt. I kind of think it's fun. I don't know why. I kind of enjoy it. So probably even if I could buy the store binding, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I would use it, you know, like that one I got. I'd probably use it for something else, but or even maybe a small blanket. You know, if you're making a small quilt or something, maybe I might use it, but I kind of have fun making binding. I like to do it, so I probably would just stick to making my own. Yeah, you'd rather make your own too. Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's something, there's something fun about it. I don't know. Sorry, you guys. I cannot get rid of this drainage thing that's going on. It's like, it's weird because it doesn't make me super sick. It's annoying. That's all it is. And I know it's from it's got to be the allergies because of everything that's blooming. So here's some pink ribbon. This one's been used, but some pink satin ribbon. Some purple satin ribbon. This one might be, yeah, this one's kind of a cross between cloth and the cheaper, you know, the cheaper satin ribbon. And this is some black grosgrain, the smaller width. This is cute. This might work on those pillows I'm making for the girls. This lace with white and pink in it. I might be able to use that on those pillows. And then some pink grosgrain that's used. Some mint green satin ribbon. More grosgrain. Some pretty deep purple, almost like a eggplant purplish satin ribbon. More grosgrain. Boy, there's a lot of this black grosgrain. They must have, yep, some more. They must have used that for something. Smaller grosgrain. And here's some miscellaneous ribbons wrapped up. Look like, you know, kind of Christmassy. This one is green. That one's black, and that's just kind of a white one with gold in it. And we got these bells. And originally they wanted 25 cents for that. So see, a lot of these things were marked individually, but I just grouped them up. And then this frame, they call them 3D shimmers, lighted embellishment ornament. Light up. Huh. Well, the light's not working on it anymore, but anyway, it was a embellishment, and I got 2 of those. Let's see if this one works. No, apparently the light don't work no more, but that's okay. You know, it looks like on the back it says they look like they used it for Halloween or something. And then I got, let's see, these little fat quarters. They had these marked a quarter, but of course I threw them in with my box, with my bundle, and got them cheaper. And a yellow one. And then some patches, iron-on patches for jeans. My husband's always tearing his jeans, so I thought I could always use that. And then this set of fabric, I don't know if they're fat quarters. It says solid bundle, and it's brown, which is one of my favorite colors. So, and I never have enough solids, so I was pretty happy to see that. Anyway, so I got that pretty cheap. I got all this, like I said, for either $5 for the whole box or $7. I know I didn't pay more than $7, so that was a good deal. So that was one of the deals I got at one yard sale, and I'll show you some of the other stuff I got because we went to several yard sales, like I said. So I feel like I really scored at that one. Anytime I see crafts, I go crazy, you know, when I go to those yard sales. And I need to control myself because I've got too much stuff already, but how can you pass it up when it's, you know, when it's that good of a price? You know, it's hard to pass it up. I gotta drink some more of this before it goes cold. Okay, so then we went to, here we go, this yard sale. In fact, this I think we might have got this at the same yard sale that I got all that craft stuff. I can't remember. It was separate though. I paid for it separately because they wanted $5 for these, and that's what I paid. I didn't try to talk them down on that because I thought that was a pretty good deal for this whole bundle of patterns. And they're all doll patterns, I think. It said mostly for 18-inch dolls, so, and that's a pretty good deal, so I just paid the $5. So I'll show you what I got. I got this one. That's a Butterick 3875, and then a McCall's Crafts 3469, which I love these shoes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try to make some of these shoes like these. Those are so cute. And I'm pretty sure I don't have this one too. Some of these I don't know. Like this one, I don't think I have this one either, but I might have this one. This one I'm pretty sure I don't have. I don't think I've ever bought one with shoes on it before. So, and it's got that little backpack there. That's cute. And then this one with a bathrobe and a dress. This one is a See and Sew B5414. And I think I might have this one. I don't know for sure. This is a Butterick B4538. That cute little quilt, little mini quilt. McCall's Crafts 2506. I don't think I have this one. Some of these look older too, you know, like you probably can't get these anymore. Like this one here. This one looks older. What year was it made? Does it say? It doesn't say, but this looks like maybe it came out back when my daughter got her American Girl doll, so I don't think I have this one. Simplicity 3764. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one either. Isn't that cute? Simplicity 4297. don't know why they marked that out on there. Oh, I really like this one. I like that little poncho there. That's adorable. Simplicity 3547. I don't know why they were marking that stuff out. It's weird. They marked them with a black marker. I don't know why. That one's cute. I know I don't have that one either. With the princess dresses. That's cute. Simplicity Crafts 5272. Another one that I'm pretty sure I don't have. And this one's pretty cool. It's got the bed and a bean bag. See, you can make the little roll-out bed for the doll. My granddaughters would love that. And the bean bag and a little couch. Or no, that's the roll-out bed. That is so cute. And then this one I think I do have. McCall's M5019. I don't know why they had to mark all that stuff out. It messed up the... That's weird, because that one's just an address of a sewing store. I'm not sure why they did that, but that one's 5019. It's got the... This one looks like it has a little sleeping bag too, or a little mat, sleeping mat, and then it's got that little pillow and the bag, so that's cute. I think I actually made, I think on my blog I made this pattern. I'm not sure if it was this one, but I think it was, for my niece Kaylee. So if I find the, or I can put the link down there if I remember. I'll try to put the link down to my blog post where I made that pajama set for my niece Kaylee. And this one's Simplicity 5679. I know I don't have this one. And this one's got a sleeping bag too, but the different kind of sleeping bag. It's got the, you know, that kind that wraps around the head. I don't know what you call that, like a cocoon type sleeping bag. And it's got a tent. That's really cool. I know I don't have that one. And then this one is Simplicity 5224. Another sleeping bag actually. How, that's cool. Different type of sleeping bag there. And some pajamas. And a little tote bag. And that looks like a pizza, I think. How cute. How cute is that? So I got all of those for $5. And that, I think that might have been the same place where I got that. Because I think my husband picked these up. He found them. Like I was on the outside of their garage looking at their stuff. And then on the inside they had some more stuff. And my husband picked these up and teased me with them. He's like, ooh, look what I found. And I was like, oh my gosh. So let's put those in that box too. What did I do with that box? There it is. Okay, and then this was from another yard sale. We went to a different yard sale. Sorry, I keep shaking that camera. Sorry about that, you guys. Only granddaughter I see isn't quite old enough for the doll stuff yet. She's 2. Oh yeah. Oh, she'll probably get into it though. My granddaughters loved it, and one of them's kind of outgrowing it. Jade, she's turning 11 in May, and she's not as into it anymore. Well, even Brooklyn, who's 10, she's not as into it as my 7-year-old granddaughter. But, you know, my daughter Beth liked dolls for a long time, and now she's kind of rediscovering, you know, as an adult, kind of wants me to look for some of her old dolls. So I think she, you know, some kids have a lifelong love of it, and I think my daughter did. But as she got older, you know, it was harder for her to, like when she moved out on her own, she couldn't take all her dolls and stuff. So I have a lot of her collectible dolls. But your granddaughter will probably get into it. I mean, not all girls do, but so far all my, you know, my daughters, and even Chantel, I don't know that Chantel was ever into the American Girl, but she liked Barbies. So it's fun, you know, because I love dolls, and we used to go to the doll show here, which I don't think they have it anymore, but we used to love that. When Chantel and Beth were little, we would go to the doll show, and I actually sold there at the doll show. I had a small business then selling like miniature furniture and dolls and stuff, and so we used to go to the doll shows, and we had a blast. So, okay, so this was the next thing I got, another bundle. I just went to a yard sale and picked up this little container that had some stuff in it, and I added some stuff to it. And I got all this for like, I think it was $2 or $3 for the whole bucket. And there was this pretty plate in there. And I like to make, I don't know if I've ever showed you those tiered things that I make. I used to make them for the women's club when we were, you know, when I was part of the women's club, we made these tiered plates that we would sell, and they sold like hotcakes. In fact, I'll show you one that I made that I kept. Most of them we sold, but I've got one in here that I use in my bathroom. I'll show you. Hang on. This is one that I made several years ago. You know, it's tiered, and what we do is we take the plates and then we put like a candlestick between it, a little glass candlestick, and then we made bigger ones too. We made some, you know, big ones like for cookies and cupcakes that had 3 tiers on them, where you take the, I keep shaking that, where you take the big plate, then a medium-sized plate, and then a small plate on top. I'll have to show those to you sometime. I don't know if I have any of the, I think I still have at least one of the tiered cupcake ones, but this smaller one I use in my bathroom, and when I'm putting my makeup on, I have a close-up mirror that I use, so I set it on there, and then when it's just sitting in the bathroom, I have like a little, what do you call that? Just a little, it's a little bathtub thing that's got Bert and Ernie in it, and you know, it's just kind of a decoration when I'm not doing my makeup, and I put like either soaps around here or hand sanitizers or something, and then I set it there, and it's just kind of a decoration. But that's kind of why I bought this, though, because you know, we make these tiered plates, and even though I'm not part of the women's club anymore, I was thinking about making them for a craft fair or something, because I'd like to start doing craft fairs for my business, you know, and make some stuff out of some of the things I've been buying. And so I've been collecting these nice looking plates, the little ceramic or glass plates. They're cute. Oh, you've never seen those? Yeah, they were really popular. I don't know if they still are, but when we first started making them, I think it was about 4 years ago when I was in the women's club, and those things sold like hotcakes. And we would go to, like, me and my husband would go to yard sales, and we'd collect the plate, you know, buy the plates really cheap. You can get them for $0.25. And for a while we were buying them at Goodwill, but then Goodwill just skyrocketed the price. It was like you would pay more for it at Goodwill than you would if you went to the dollar store or Walmart and bought a plate. So it was like, oh no, I'm not buying those no more. So I quit buying them at Goodwill, but you can still get them at yard sales. Like I got this part of this bundle, you know, so I didn't even probably pay 10 cents for this. But a lot of times at yard sales, people have a hard time getting rid of glassware. So just kind of keep your eye out and pick out pretty things, you know, that are kind of unique looking. And what we would do is we would put different ones, and those actually sold better than that one I just showed you, than this one, the ones that were just plain glass. The ones that actually sold were the ones that were eclectic looking, kind of weird looking, like you would do a totally different top from a different bottom, you know, different colors, different. Those were like, people loved them. It was really strange because I wasn't so sure people would buy them if they didn't match, but people loved them. And we would use the E6000 glue. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but let's see, I've got some up here. I'll show you. To glue them together, this is what we use. This E6000 glue here, which is really good, and it's permanent, and it's not, even though, you know, I guess you could say it's toxic in a way. It's not toxic once it's dry. So it's not going to hurt nobody. You know, it's not going to, you probably wouldn't want to eat off of, like, the area that you got the glue. But, like, you could still, like, I use one of mine for cupcakes. I have a big one that I use for cupcakes. And it's not going to hurt food at all because you're only putting the glue on the bottom part where you glue the candlestick. So, and they're very sturdy. You know, if you do it right and let it dry. I need to do a blog post on it, actually, because though you can probably Google it. There are people that have already done blog posts on it, I think, and but they sold so well when we did it in the women's club. It was one of our biggest sellers for a couple of years. So I don't know if they're still popular, but they were super popular back then. And some people, I don't know if you've ever seen that other craft where people make these garden things with them. They layer the plates and they make them look like flowers, and they put them on metal rods, and they actually stick them in their garden. I've seen people do that with them too. I never did that, but so anyway, that's what I bought that for. I got a little distracted, sorry there. But that's what I bought that plate for, to make some more of those tiered things. And then this I just threw in the box just because my grandkids are always looking for coloring pens. So threw that in the box, and this little pad. I figure the kids could write on too. And this calculator, because my granddaughter is getting to that age where she's starting to do the harder math. So I got this little scientific calculator. It was marked $1, but I got it for less than that. I think by the time I got to that yard sale, they were selling everything pretty cheap. They were like, everything was half off or a quarter or something. So I got that cheap too. But like I said, I just threw it all in here and they gave it to me all cheap. And I got these book rings. There's a lot of crafts I can do with those. And some multi-use printable labels. And some cards. Playing cards. Again, I didn't pay 50 cents because I got a bundle price. But look, these are really cute because they're old school. And then these Florida playing cards. And these are old, which I love. These are kind of, you can use these for ephemera if you're doing like scrapbooking and like altered art and stuff. These are real popular as ephemera, and I'm going to start selling that ephemera stuff, I think, too, on my Etsy site. And some people, will buy just a few of the cards to use in some of their projects. So these are, especially if they're old cards like these, these are super old. Can tell by looking at them. So I'm always on the lookout for stuff like this when I go to yard sales. So, instead of selling them as a whole deck, you just sell a few of them as ephemera or in an ephemera kit. And that's a pretty popular thing too right now. So, and this I got because I love this artist, Bessie Pease Gutman. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but her art is just beautiful. And when my daughter Beth was a baby, I found some prints of hers that I had framed and I put in Beth's room. And so when I found this one of the little boy, I thought this would be good for Beth with baby Ellie, because it just brought back such good memories of when she was a baby. And I had some Bessie Pease Gutman art in her bedroom. So I thought maybe she could put this in Ellie's bedroom. So I was real excited to find that, because it's hard to find stuff from her. You just don't see it very often. And so I was like, oh, I've got to have that. So that's probably going to go to baby Ellie. And again, her name is Bessie Pease. Is it Gutman? Yeah, I think. Hopefully I'm reading her name right. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure, but anyway. She's a famous artist, and if you Google her, you'll find out all about her. And then there's these are just some random pens and sharpeners and stuff that were in with those markers, and I thought, well, the kids could use these, so I threw those in there. Some more markers, some are dry erase. I could use for my dry erase board. So quite a few markers. And then some pens, what do you call it, not pens, paper clips. I got tons of big paper clips, but I don't have too many of the little ones. So, and these are nice thick ones, so I got those. And then a ruler was in there. And these are cute. I just thought these were cute. They're magnets. They're little frame magnets that you can put a picture and put them on your fridge. So, and then this little light here. I think it's a light. Yeah. It needs a new battery, but it's a book light that you can put on your book while you're reading at night. I actually have one of these already, not this brand, so. Anyway, so I got all that for like a couple of bucks. I'll put this back in here, and then I'll show you. I think that's all the yard sale. Oh, and at this same yard sale, I got a sewing machine for like $5, an old sewing machine. But it was a brand I had never heard of, but I'll show you some pictures of it. It's too heavy for me to bring it in here to show you, but I'll take some pictures, or I have some pictures of it. I'll post it below and show you what I got for $5. They wanted $25 for it, but I had never heard of it. It was a brand I never heard of. You could tell it was old. And I didn't know if it worked. You know, I asked them if it worked, and they didn't know. So, and they were trying to get rid of stuff. So I said, hey, would you take $5 for it? And they said, yeah, sure. So I got it for $5. Another sewing machine. Like I need another sewing machine. But anyway, I'll show you a picture of that. And I think I got that at the same place I got this stuff. So, and then I got at Joann's. Yeah, I was going to show you what I got at Joann's yesterday, because we went there after we had lunch. We went to Joann's, and so of course I got this bag. I love the bags they have. This one says "Live Simply," and I think their bags are $1.99. So I got that one, and I got this one with the kitties on it. Oh my gosh, this one with the kitties on it. Seriously, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Look at those kitties. Aren't they adorable? And that was $1.99 too, of course. And then I got some thread, just because I needed it. And it wasn't on sale, but I had a 40% off, so I got a 40% off this one. I just needed thread, so that's why I got that. And of course I got some more of their flannel to do some of those blankets for the rescue, the kitty rescue. And look at this one, isn't that cute? So I got a yard of that flannel. The flannel wasn't like it was before, where they had it in boxes and it was like $2.40 or $2.99 a yard. It was not, they didn't have that anymore. It was like $3. I think normally it was, let's see, what was the normal price? Oh, I guess it was. No, the regular price was $5.99, but I got it for $2.99. Why did I get it for $2.99? Must have been on sale. I think it was. I think it was either 40% off or maybe 50%. It must have been 50% off. Yeah, so I got it for $2.99 a yard. Isn't that adorable? Those cute little kitties. Oops, am I holding it upside down? I am, with the hearts. So I'm going to make a kitty blanket out of that for the rescue. And then I got this pink to back it with. Pink flannel there. And then I got this kitty flannel and this adorable, oh my gosh, talk about cute kitties. Ah. And of course I can use the pink to back that one, or this one. I don't know if I have enough to, yeah, I think I've got enough to back both of them. Isn't that adorable? And this is just Snuggle Flannel by Joannes. And I think all of it was the Snuggle Flannel. I mean, of all the flannel I got, let's see, is this one Snuggle Flannel too? Yes, this is Snuggle Flannel by Joannes too. And then I got some gray, so actually I could use the gray on this one too. Or even this one, because there was gray in this kitty, so I could use gray to back this one. So I got pink solid and gray solid flannel. And then this, oh my gosh, talk about cute. This one's cute little kitties on flannel sleeping. And I could use the gray for this too, gray or pink, to back this one. And this one, I had the end of the bolt, so I got a little more than a yard because they gave me the remnant price. And same price, that was $2.99 a yard on sale. And I got this, which was on, this wasn't on sale. Oh yes it was. It was normally $12.99 a yard. I got it for $9.99 a yard, but I only got a half a yard. It's like the spools of thread, like embroidery thread. And to be honest with you, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. So that's why I didn't buy a yard, because I figured, well, I'll probably only make like a zipper pouch or something small with that. And it got cut off, so I can't tell you who. Well, it's from Joanns, so it's a Joanns fabric. And that's cotton. That's not flannel. That's cotton. And then I got Oh, more thread, just because I needed that color. And I got this. These are the two that the fabrics that I bought to maybe back that doll sleeping bag that I'm making for Claire. Remember I was telling you I needed fabrics for that. So I'll show you again what. See, this is the front fabric. So I'm either going to back it with this one or this purple, because there's purple and green in there. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. But this is a Joann's Keepsake Calico, and it was on sale. Oh, well, I had a coupon. Let me put it that way. I had a coupon for 60% off on the Keepsake Calico. So that was Keepsake Calico, and I think this one might be too. Let's see. I'm not sure if that one is. I don't see where it says what it is, but I think this one was too. And I got those for, let's see, where's my receipt? Okay, let's see. Garden Swirl. I got that for $7.99, but then I had the coupon for the 60% off. Where's that coupon at? Oh, okay. Yeah, so they took the coupon off at the end. So I don't really know what I paid for. That's confusing. Anyway, that's the normal price of it. So those are the only cottons I got. Just those three. So I did pretty good with buying almost just the stuff I needed. I mean, I did buy the stuff for the rescue blankets, but I tried not to buy too much because they had a ton of really cute flannel, but I just don't have no place to store it all, so I'm trying to make a few things before I buy any more stuff, you know. That's really hard for me. Okay, so that's all I got at Joann's. Alright, so I guess that's all. I think that's all really I had to talk about today. But at least I got some projects done, so I'm pretty proud of myself that I got some actual work done, you know, and instead of just always buying stuff, I need to start using stuff, especially my fabric, because I was telling my friend Debbie yesterday, she was getting some really cute fabrics for the pet blankets, and she was asking me if I wanted some, you know, after she had hers cut off the bolt, if I wanted them, and it was really hard not to get one of each because they have some of the cutest animal prints with dogs and cats and stuff, you know, but I have got to get rid of some, or, you know, sew up some of my fabric before I start buying anymore, because it's gotten so bad I've had to store a lot of it out in my cargo trailer. And of course I store them in tubs so they don't get wet or anything, but it's just annoying because when you need fabric, I have to run out there to get it, you know, so except for the little bit that I have inside in my cabinet. But anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Hopefully I'll get some more work done today and we can talk about more projects tomorrow. And I'm so excited that you joined me, and thank you, Susie, for stopping by again. And if you get a chance, check out the older one that talks about Grandma's art, because I think you'll enjoy that. And hopefully I'll be here tomorrow and see you guys then. Thanks. Bye.